Good morning children, how are you? Welcome to science class children. Children, see in this lesson, the lesson name is called the living organisms characteristics and habitats. In our class, I finished off of the lesson, isn't it? So then I will going to continue the remaining lesson today children. Okay. So we learned about the habitats and the characteristics of the animals and then adaptations. Is it? So see here. So there is a subtopic that is called a journey through different habitats. So a journey through different habitats. So today we are going to learn about the terrestrial habitats. So we learn two types of the habitats, that is, which are there? Yes, terrestrial habitats, and another one is, yes, aquatic habitats. I told and also explained about this habitats. So let us start or let us know in detail about this different habitats. So in particularly we are going to learn about the terrestrial habitats. So give example for this terrestrial habitats children. So first one is, yes, desert, mountains, grasslands. So these are the, so even coastal regions. So these are examples for the terrestrial habitats. So today I am going to explain terrestrial habitats in that. So desert, have taken desert and then mountain region. Okay. So the desert. So what is this? It is a terrestrial habitat. Is it? You know the children about the abiotic factors and the biotic factors. Give the example for abiotic factors. So abiotic factors means the non-living things. So even we can take a soil, temperature, heat of the sun, light. So these are all abiotic factors. So give the example for the biotic, non-living things including plants and animals. So these are all, yes, biotic factors. So children, we discussed about the abiotic factors that affects the biotic factors. Is it? We discussed the abiotic factors of a desert, of any, yes, habitat. It affects the adaptation. It affects the animals or the living things or biotic factors. Is it? So they make the living things, they make their adaptation to survive in that region. So here in the desert region, so there is some abiotic factors. So to live, the living things, they make the changes in their body or in their, yes, they adapt to these surroundings. For this reason, they make some changes in their body structure. Okay children. So what about the other animals? You know that about the camel. Is it? So camel make some adaptation for the living in the desert region. Is it? We learned in the previous class. Is it? So camels, they make the adaptation to survive in the desert region. So tell me children, what about other animals? First give the examples. What type of the animals they are living in the desert region except camel? So give example. Yes, rats, snakes. Is it? So they live in desert region. Camel, they have, yes, long leg because to avoid intense temperature, to avoid high temperature. So the sand is it very hot, to avoid this temperature. Is it? So that's why camels have long leg. So what about this snakes and rats? They don't have long legs. Is it like camel? But camel has long legs to avoid the heat of the sand. Is it? Okay. So, do they have the same kind of adaptation? No. Is it? So, do they have means? The rats. We have taken these two examples, rats and snakes. So, they live in desert region. So, but they don't have the long leg, but camel has. Isn't it? So, there are desert animals like rats and snakes. So, which do not have long legs that a camel has. To stay away from this, high heat or intense heat during the day, I told during the daytime the desert region is very hot, is it? So during night it's a very cool, isn't it? So to stay away from this intense heat, so during the daytime they stay or they live in the burrows. So it is deep in the sand, is it? So see the children picture. So in your textbook, take out the 83 page number in your textbook. See. So figure 9.4. It is a desert animal in burrows. So the desert animals, they are living in the burrows. So it is a deep burrows deep in the sand region. See, this is a sand. It's a very deep. So see the animals, they are living in the burrows. Okay. So these animals, they live in burrows. It is deep in the sand. Andre ಆ ಸ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಇಂದ ಆಳವಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ಹಳ್ಳ ತೋಡಿ ಅದರ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಅದೇನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ವಾಸವಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವುದು? ರಾಟ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸ್ನೇಕ್ಸ್. ದೇ ಆರ್ ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಡೆಸರ್ಟ್ ರೀಜನ್. ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್? ಸೊ ಏನಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ? ಸೊ ಆ ಹೀಟನ್ನು ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ, ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಟು ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ಇಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಹೀಟ್ ಆರ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟೇ ಅವೇ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಇಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಹೀಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ desert region or during the daytime. Okay. These animals like rats and snakes, they come out during the night. So I told during night it is very cool. So at that time they come out. Okay. So these animals, they come out during the night time when it is cooler. Okay. So I show that some of the children picture 9.5 in your textbook. See, what is this? So some plants, see here some typical plants, they grow in the desert region. See, so some plants. So identify the plants, children. So yes, it is a cactus, isn't it? So these types of plants, they are living in desert region. Okay. So children, how are these plants? This I told about the cactus. So these are what? Animals. What about the plant? Cactus is a plant. It is living in desert region. How these plants, they are adapted to the desert region? How ಹೇಗೆ ಈ plants ಸಹ ಈ ರೀಜನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಡೆಸರ್ಟ್ ಮರುಭೂಮಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಳೆಯುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಅದು ಹೇಗೆ ಆ ಡೆಸರ್ಟ್ಗೆ ಮರುಭೂಮಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊಂದಾಣಿಕೆ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಹೊಂದ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬದುಕ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಡೂ ಒನ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ. ಸೊ ಐ ಆಮ್ ನೌ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಒನ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ. ಸೊ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿಸ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಈಸಿಲಿ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಹೌ ದ cactus plant, they are survive in the desert region. Okay. So first we need to take a 2-potted plant. For this activity, we need to take a 2-potted plant. So in one plant, we should take a cactus plant. In another plant, we should take a leafy plant. Okay. What is this? Or identify this plant. Yes, this is a cactus. Is it? So take another potted plant. It should be a leafy plant. Okay. So we need to take 2 potted plants. So have you heard about the polythene bags or plastic bags? So take this 2. We need to take 2 plastic or polythene bags and take any one part of this plants. So we need to cover this parts of the plants using the polythene bag. Okay. So here also. So tie the polythene bags any part of this plants. Okay, any part of this plants, and this keep these 2 plants in the sunlight. So we need to keep these plants in a sunlight or leave the 2 potted plants in the sun and observe after few hours. So ಇದೇನೋ potted plant ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು polythene bag ಇಂದ ಇದನ್ನ ಟೈ ಮಾಡಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಸೊ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಇದನ್ನ ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡೋಕೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಎನಿ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಈ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಯಾವ ಭಾಗನಾದ್ರೂ ನೀವು ಈ ಪಾಲಿಥೀನ್ ಬ್ಯಾಗ್ ಇಂದ ಸೊ ಟೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಕಟ್ಟಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಕೀಪ್ ದಿಸ್ plant in a sunlight or leave these potted plants in the sun and observe after few hours. What do you see? So ಇದನ್ನ ಒಂದು 2 or 3 hours ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಏನು ನೋಡ್ತೀರಾ? What do you see? So do you notice any difference in the amount of water that is collected in this polythene bags? So see here, some drops of water it is collected so inside the polythene bag here also. But children, we need to notice how much of water drops are collected inside this polythene bags. Okay, so do you notice any difference in the amount of water collected in these 2 polythene bags? Yes children, so more water, see here, more water drops are collected in the leafy plant compared to the cactus plant. Why children? So I told leafy plant alli ನಾವು ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಭಾಗಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ, we tie the polythene bag. So ಅದರ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಏನು ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ವಾಟರ್ ಡ್ರಾಪ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ವಾಟರ್ ಡ್ರಾಪ್ಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಪ್ರಮಾಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಇದು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ, cactus plant part ಅಂದ್ರೆ polythene, we cover this, we tie the polythene bag. So after observing, so there is some little very less amount of water drops are collected inside the polythene bags that is tied in the cactus plant. So what is the reason children? So there is a less amount of water is lost. So ಇದರಿಂದ ಏನು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕಡಿಮೆ ನೀರು ಈ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಕಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. So first children know about the process called transpiration. So through this transpiration process, all the plants they lost water. Is it? So in our previous class I have told about functions of the plants. Transpiration is also one function of the plant. It loses the water through the stomata. Is it I told? Yes. So loss of water through the stomata and the leaf we called as transpiration. So here the same function is taking place in these 2 plants. So through the transpiration the loss of water taking place in these 2 plants. So when we compare these 2 plants, more amount of water is lost in leafy plant when compared to the cactus plant, because it makes some adaptation to retain water. So what do you understand? Cactus plants or the plants growing in the desert region, they lost less amount of water. Okay children? Okay. And then so desert plants, they lose a very little amount of water through the process called transpiration. So through the process called yes, transpiration. Okay, the leaves in the desert plants are either absent or very small, or they are in the form of spines. Spines ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಮುಳ್ಳು ರೀತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಕ್ಯಾಕ್ಟಸ್ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಂತಾರೆ, ಪಾಪಸ್ ಕಳ್ಳಿ. ಅದು ಯಾವ ತರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಸ್ಪೈನ್ಸ್ ತರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ಓಕೆ, ದ ಲೀವ್ಸ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಗ್ರೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ದ desert plants are either absent or it is a very small, or they are in the form of spines. So ಆ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್, ಡೆಸರ್ಟ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಳೆಯುವಂತಹ ಗಿಡದ್ದು ಎಲೆ ಹೇಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಸೊ ಅದು ಆಬ್ಸೆಂಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲದೇ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದು ತುಂಬ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಆರ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಪೈನ್ಸ್, ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಅದು ಮುಳ್ಳು ಥರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಸ್ಪೈನ್ಸ್ ಥರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಅಡಾಪ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್? So this helps in reducing loss of water from the leaves through the process called transpiration. ಇದು ಯಾಕಿದೆ, to reduce the loss of water. ಸೊ ನೀರನ್ನ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್ ಮೂಲಕ ಕಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ, to reduce the loss of water from the leaf through the transpiration. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಆ ಅಡಾಪ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಯಾವ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರುತ್ತೆ, ದಿ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಗ್ರೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ದ desert region. Okay, so the leaf like structure. So you also see here. So what shapes it is? What is this? So it is look like a leaf, isn't it? So in cactus plant we can see it is a leaf-like structure. So but in fact it is not leaf. It is a stem. Understand? So the leaf like structure in a cactus, you see in fact it is not a leaf, it is a stem. So ಇದನ್ನ ನೀವು leaf like structure ನೋಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಲ್ಲ, ಅದನ್ನ leaf ಅಲ್ಲವೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, it is a stem. Okay, okay children, so then tell me how the photosynthesis. So you know that photosynthesis, it is the process of preparing the food, isn't it? So this process is also taking place usually in this region or in the stem of the cactus plant. Photosynthesis in this plant is usually carried out by the stems. Okay, then so children, the stems is also covered with a thick waxy layer. Have you observed the cactus plant, children? So in your text, see the textbook. In your textbook, see, this is a cactus plant. See here. Okay, so these are called as cactus plants. So this is a stem of the plant. The leaf-like structure we observe, it is a stem of this plant. This stems, it is also covered with the thick waxy layer. The stem of this is covered by the thick waxy layer. So ಒಂದು wax ತರ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದನ್ನ ಕವರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಯಾವುದು, stem of this plant. So in any case this stems is also covered with a thick waxy layer. So which helps to retain the water in the tissues of the cacti. Okay, so ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಈ thick waxy layer ಕವರ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಸೊ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನೀರನ್ನ ಉಳಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ, to retain the water in the tissues of the cacti. Okay, so most desert plants, they have roots, isn't it? Most desert plants have roots, so that go very deep into the soil for absorbing the water. Do you understand the children? So most desert plants, most of the ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಗಿಡಗಳು ಯಾವುದರಲ್ಲಿ, in the desert, the most desert plants, they have roots, but they are growing very deep into the soil for absorbing the water. See now, if it is desert, the roots are growing, they are grow very deep into the soil. give to absorb the water. Understand? So, what do you understand? What do you understand from this lesson, children? What do you learn in this lesson, children? We learned about the how the plants and the animals they are adapted to the desert region. What type of the habitat desert? So, desert is a terrestrial habitat. So, in this class we learn about the plants and animals. We especially have taken two types of the animals, that is rats and snakes. Isn't it? So, they are living in desert region. So, about the adaptation of these animals we learned, and the adaptation of the cactus plants we learned. Isn't it, children? So, I hope children you are understand this lesson. If you have any doubt, call me, children. Okay, we will continue in the next class, children. Thank you.